Hey Aquarius, thank you so much for stopping by on my new YouTube channel. I truly am grateful that you're here. This is a general love reading for Aquarius. It's timeless, but universe usually has my love readings more geared towards healing whatever love relationship you need to heal for yourself and or in the relationship. So again, truly I'm grateful that you're here, and if this message doesn't resonate with you, please check your moon, rising, or Virgo signs. But let's get started. Spirit, what messages do you have for Aquarius today? What messages do you have for Aquarius today? This is the Enchanted Map Oracle deck, and it's new. I'm so excited to get familiar with the cards. So Spirit is having me read from the book for these messages today. Thank you, Spirit. What messages do you have for Aquarius today? Please make it obvious. What messages you have for Aquarius today? Okay. Thank you, Spirit. What supporting cards can you provide for Aquarius? Please make it obvious. What cards do you have for Aquarius today? Thank you. Okay, so the first card that came out, number 36, commitment. But it came out in reverse. Number 36. Commitment, a true commitment is a responsibility of the heart, mind, body, and soul. This is a good time to make one. When the card comes out in reverse, it says you may be walking into a commitment or contract you will later regret. This isn't a good time to sign agreements or make any choice that would tie you up for a long period. If you're in a relationship, you may not receive the commitment you desire. Don't despair, for something much better awaits you. Now is the time for agreements to be broken. Remember that rejection is God's protection. What hurts you now leads to wisdom later. So that is very, very important for us to remember that everything is divinely guided, and we're in relationships to learn lessons. You know that. I don't know if you know that saying, but friendships are a season for a reason, be it a day, a year, or a lifetime. I don't remember it, but they're bringing that to my attention, was that whatever relationship that you're in right now, it's time to end it. It's time to reject it, because rejecting it will put you and that other person in a better place. Okay, and that was number 36, commitment. And then the next card that came out in reverse, and that was number 28, movement. So, number 28. Movement. You are in a time of positive forward motion. Coming in reverse, do you feel as if you're walking in circles, seemingly not getting anywhere? Consider the spiral that travels up and around. 2 steps forward, 5 steps back. even backward movement helps you progress and reach your goal. You may need to revisit some of the places where you forgot to look for treasure. Another message is this: lessons need repeating for those who refuse or are unable to learn them the first time. Consider this another invitation to mastery. Okay, so what they're showing me is that you're just on this hamster wheel in the relationships you've been in. You keep doing the same things over and over, and they're bringing another saying to, and I'm gonna mess it up, I know, but it's like you keep repeating the same mistakes, hoping that it will be better the next time. But remember, you have to learn a lesson from that mistake and change what you do, so then it'll have a different outcome. I'm not very good with those quotes, but if this is resonating with you, I think you know what I'm talking about. You've got to get off that hamster wheel. And again, time to break this commitment, because this relationship is not the treasure that's waiting for you. The last card that came out was number 24, Stuck in the Mud. Yeah, I feel like I don't even need to read the book, but they want me to read the book. You're being invited to stop and savor the wonder of your life. Becoming stuck is sometimes the only way to trick yourself into slowing down and looking around you. In fact, this is a sign that you need to shift your focus away from what you're doing and place your attention elsewhere. Struggling will only get you to even muddier places. Now is the time to move forward, but to observe. Clarity about your circumstances will come a little later. Stop and find the joy in what you've been overlooking. Soon you'll be out of the mud, but for now be still and know that Spirit has a plan for you. Yeah, so confirming this, the unseen. You're stuck in the mud from sitting up, being on this hamster wheel. There's been no movement because you're not in the correct relationship. Again, this won't resonate with all of you, but Creator is the one that's saying, just stop and just start observing. Stop running this rat race. Stop settling in relationship that you know is not right for you. Slow down, trust in Source, and what is unseen will be shown to you. So remember, this talked about your treasure is out there. It's not where the person you're with right now is not your treasure. It's out there. But you need to slow down and trust in Source for that to be shown to you. Okay, Source. This is the Shadow Work Oracle deck. And part of healing is shining some light on the darkness, on the shadow. So what does Aquarius need to work on? What shadow? This one for off. Thank you, Spirit. What shadow work does Aquarius need to work on? Please make this obvious. So we have negativity, let go of the pessimistic attitude, it's getting old. Think of some positive right now, shift your thinking. Emotionally overreacting, you are overthinking, which is causing a flood of unnecessary emotions. And inconsiderate, act with compassion and kindness. Be thoughtful and polite, it just feels better on the inside. Okay. So, yeah, the emotionally overreacting, or overthinking. This, to me, again, is all about being in your head. And when you trust in Source, when you trust in Spirit, when you trust in the Creator, even though you don't see it, you know it's there. That is you coming out of your head and into your heart. You have to come, you need to settle into your heart space. Because right now you're overthinking, which is it being in your head, and that's having you emotionally overreacting to things. And these things that you're emotionally overreacting to, you know, are not for your greatest and highest good. You know that you need to walk away from that. So rather than just sitting on this hamster wheel and being pessimistic that you're not finding what you want and you're not getting to where you want, you have to let go of that negativity. You are the one that put yourself here because you've been too much into your head and struggling so much that you haven't taken the time to slow down and just seek and ask for clarity. Have God show your truth. And this negativity and being pessimistic is what's causing you to be inconsiderate. So, and they're bringing back to where you know you have to reject this person that you're with right now, but you have to do it with compassion and kindness. They know and you know. This is not your person that you're supposed to be with. This is not the person Creator has for you. So rejection, but with compassion. Okay. All right, Spirit, what other messages do you have for Aquarius? What messages do you have for Aquarius? Please make it obvious. What message do you have for Aquarius? What advice? What advice do you have for Aquarius? Please make it obvious. What do they not see? So this card that flipped over, it was Azurite, and it says get laser focused. Can you be more obvious? Ignite your passion. And they want me to read get laser focused, but so you have Azurite, get laser focused. Even though they are telling you to get out of your head, this is about igniting your passion. What are you passionate about? Garnet. What is in your heart that that you truly want? And then Labradorite came out, which is see the magic. Again, you're in this state that you're in now, not seeing. It's because you're lost focus on Source, the Creator. All right, Azurite. Let's see what this says. Bring a laser focus to all areas of your life. If you direct your full attention to one thing at a time, you will be more efficient and productive in everything you do. Life is busy and it can pull you in many directions. Staying focused and disciplined can help you avoid pivoting toward unwelcome distractions. You have the ability to control where your mind goes. Harness its power to bring awareness to your thoughts and stay on track. Okay, so yeah, what they're saying is that you have been focused so much on this place that you're currently in, overreacting, being inconsiderate and negativity, that you have lost focus on the bigger and greater picture. See the magic, ignite your passion, and get focused on that. Okay, Spirit, what final messages do you have for Aquarius? What final messages? Please make it obvious. What advice and help messages can you give Aquarius at this time? What final messages do you have for Aquarius? Please make it obvious. Spirit. This one flipped out. Okay, so I'm getting a lot of the same cards from Gemini, so I don't know if you have Gemini in your chart or if you're dealing with a Gemini. But co-create, number 40. This is telling me that, yeah, you're getting more laser focused on your passion and the magic. The universe will create with you what it is that you truly desire in a relationship. You've got to heal this part of yourself first, though, because remember, you can't be in that loving place if you still have some things to heal. But the universe is saying, I'm here to support you. If you look, the cheetah up on high, and then to me this looks like what, Humpty Dumpty, like an egg sitting on, and he's got cheetah spots on him too. So, and owls represent wisdom and knowledge. So when I look at this card and it says co-create, what I'm seeing is that we are all a piece of God, God's love, God's source, God's energy. And that's God, source, creator, however you resonate, recognize that. And you are a piece of that, and that's why you've got the same spots. And that owl sitting there is like, come on, you know, you have the knowledge and wisdom. It's already all within you. Trust your intuition, trust your knowing, but you need to move your focus back to Creator, whoever your goddess, mother creatrix, father, God source, whoever you identify with, you need to reconnect because you are a part of that. You are a part of universe and spirit. Okay, number 8, community, but it came out in reverse. So the protection message says, beware of compromising your integrity in order to belong. How do you dim your light or change yourself so others will accept you in the group? Do you hide who you really are in order to play a role with the larger whole? This will never fulfill you. Now is the time to assess your willingness to be real. Stand tall, be you. Authenticity is true self-expression and the only way to empower yourself. Don't be afraid to be yourself and step into the role your heart tells you to take. Making yourself small bears too high of a cost. And they're telling me that's where you are here. That's why you know this relationship that you're in is not for you, because you've not been who you truly are. A change in the wind, number 12, and that came in the reverse. So they want me to read the protection message. There are conditions brewing in your life you have no control over. Don't fight them. Change is inevitable and is for the best, for the higher good. Even if the storm blows away the structures you think you've built your dreams on, it all will turn out as it should. You will have renewed clarity and strength to do something even better. Spirit as your ally. So again, clarity. Remember that was mentioned before. So they're showing me how this eye is like, do you see all the dots? It's all these little, so it's like the eye's there, but it's not clear. It's kind of veiled, like there's a veil, or like a sheer curtain. Sheer curtain over, so you can see through, but not clearly. So they're saying that the clarity is coming. And you have to trust, again, this is just, I feel like I'm repeating myself, I'm sorry, but like, Spirit is there, but this change, this foundation has to change, because it's not who you truly are. Regeneration, number 46. Now, regeneration speaks of, like here there's lava, and that's burnt, you know, what's burning you up inside, and regrowth takes place, and it's all Spirit sprinkling down the love and nurturing and water and what's needed to growth. But in the protection, it came out reverse, so the protection message, endings come in many forms, and now is the time to stop holding on to what must die, so that something better can take place. Nature's cycle includes disease, decay, death, and regeneration. Let whatever isn't working in your life die. Don't be afraid to face the facts. There is no need to struggle or grieve. Whatever your query, let it go. You're about to be reborn. Yeah, so Spirit is really saying here, it's going to be difficult. It's not going to be easy, but rejection has to happen, and it's good for you and it's good for the other person. But again, they're just saying, please do it with compassion and kindness. Speak your truth. Say that you've not been who you truly are. And don't be afraid, because Creator is behind all this, supporting you. And the last card that came out was number 30, Tick-Tock. Love, the fulfillment of desire, and even the body's reproductive cycles have their own timetable. Some things are preordained and cannot be coerced. Everything has its season, and I said that earlier. It's divine and appropriate timing, especially when it comes to matters of the heart. Remember that you always have enough time for love, to find it, to nurture it, to give and receive it. Its clock is eternal and ticks according to the beating of your heart in perfect rhythm. Isn't that wonderful to know? Love is always right on time. Okay. So this one of the cards that came out was the kiss, and you see there's two hands they're holding each other's hand. And here's universe with two hands extended out with the clock, saying, here, I'm giving you all the time you need. Time is not going to run out for you to find the one you're supposed to be with. It's all divinely supported. So, Aquarius. So it looks like you have a little work to do, but nothing major. You can do this. I mean, you are an air sign, so you are a sign of intellect and strategy and head thoughts, you know, like you know what has to be done. Just do it in a compassionate way, and that will get you out of being stuck in the mud. And then once you're out of this place, just get laser focused on your passion and finding the magic in that and trusting in universe. And it will all be shown to you that your person is there. So Aquarius, I hope this helped. Please click the like button if it did, and make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you'll get notifications of my next post. I will have the decks I used listed in the description below, along with some information about me. I'm not sure if you're aware or not, but there's a lot of scammers out there right now, and I will never ask you for money, and I will never ask you for if you want a reading, but my information to schedule a reading with me will be listed in the description box below and on my website, and donations and all that information will be down below, but I will never ask you for anything. I just sit here humble and in gratitude that you're even here, and I hope that I've helped. Love and light, Aquarius.